Hello viewers, LARNACA Airport, Cyprus. I absolutely hate being here at this time. It's cost me money, let me tell you about it. But there is some positives. They've actually got a very big duty free in here. It stretches all the way back there. There's some important information I'm going to give you about this airport in a minute. It's quite a nice airport. They do things a bit different than some of the other airports I've been in. It's €14 I think for a litre of Smirnoff. They've got a big selection of stuff around here as well. They've got a wee gin section, vodka, rum. Some special offers on William Lawson's here as well. Blended Scotch whisky. We'll take a wee walk through. So this is basically where you come out of security, and it is surprisingly quite big. The duty free big makeup section over there as well. If you need any Ray-Bans, I'll not be needing them going back to Scotland. They won't be required until maybe one day in July. So we'll wait and see. So quite a nice wee airport. I didn't film any before security because there is some scary police with guns in this airport, so we might get stopped from filming. So you pay for all your stuff over there, all wee Haribos over there, see it? So I'll just show you a wee bit of the airport inside. I arrived here 2 hours 50 minutes before. Can you believe it? I'm usually arriving about an hour before a flight. Oh, wee sushi and glass of wine here. There's quite a lot of food places. Now there is a reason, viewers, that I did arrive so early. I'll tell you about that just in a wee second. I've got Fashion Avenue here. I've got some nice wee shops and restaurants. Let's take a wee wander and I'll show you what the options are. Costa Coffee. Costa's everywhere in Cyprus. Everywhere I went I seen a Costa. Stretches all the way back there. The smokers, there's also a smoking lounge in here. I'll show you what it is in a wee minute as well. Important information. You get your passport scanned before security and your passport stamped before you go through security here. So just be aware of that. Now there's 2 schools of thought here. I heard a lot of people saying they loved it. It was really efficient because you get it out of the way, then you can relax when you're through here. I don't think there'll be another passport check now when we go to the gate. So that gets it done and out the way. If the airport's very, very busy, but some people might say that everybody is in a queue waiting on your passport, getting stamped and stuff like that before you go through at the same time, rather than going to the gates at different times depending on your flights. So there's 2 ways of looking at it. I quite like it because now I'm through here, I don't really have anything else to worry about. As far as I know, there were no other checks. I'll let you know in the comments if it's any different. My flight is going out at 10:25. It's a hell of a flight time. I'm not a fan of these flight times. There's all the flights up there. The gate's not been displayed yet. This is the earliest I've ever been to an airport. Okay, here's here. Jet 2 LS142. Gate opens in 105 minutes. At least I'll have time for some food. To be fair, I'm quite enjoying not being stressed out at the airport. Even I surely can't miss a flight turning up this early. It's still possible. We'll wait and see, viewers. So a wee coffee and bakery. Now the reason I'm here so early, viewers, is I got a bus timetable from the hotel and I figured out the bus was at 5:15 and at 6 o'clock to LARNACA. Then I was going to get a transfer to LARNACA Airport. I think there is 2 buses a day that go direct from near Protaris, but I couldn't really figure it out. Intercity buses, their timetable is really confusing. Nice wee bit here as well. Asian food. Oh, I might go in there actually, we'll wait and see. I've not decided yet where I'm going. Burger King is straight through there as well, okay. Plenty of beers there, Keo, Heineken, all that stuff. So anyway, I took my time, viewers. I went down to the gym in the hotel, the Odessa Beach Hotel. Yes, they've got a gym and a shower room. You book it at reception, so I didn't bother getting a late checkout room. I just booked in the shower room for 5 o'clock. It ended up going down about 5:30. So I was taking my time relaxing, just having a wee shower, take my time, walked up to the bus station at 6 o'clock, thinking that's plenty of time. They're sitting there, and then at the bus station, they've got a wee QR code that you can scan for the live buses coming. So I scanned it, and there was a 711, which I thought was going to LARNACA coming. But then when you clicked on the schedule, it said the next bus was at 7:38 PM, which would be too late for me, because the bus to LARNACA takes over an hour, and then you've got to get to the airport. So even an idiot like me knows that's cutting it a bit fine. I would end up arriving at the airport about 9:30. So I was a bit confused what bus was coming, so I was waiting for 10 minutes. The 711 came, but the guy just says he came from LARNACA. So it's a bit confusing. Bus number's the same, but it wasn't going to LARNACA Airport. So I quickly realised I'd missed the damn bus, and there was no way of getting to the airport in time by taking a later bus. So at that time, I had to bite the bullet. Nice wee place in here. I had to bite the bullet and I knew I was going to have to get a taxi, and I already knew the price of taxis. I looked it up online, I'd asked the hotel, I knew it was going to be between 60 and 70 euros. And ironically, I done a wee video the other day saying in Pretaris how it's good. They've got these wee taxi stalls just randomly, people just sit out at all times at night, and you can go up and just say, can I get a taxi? They've got a wee chalkboard, it's quite an old fashioned system, and then they just shout a driver and he appears out the back. And I never knew I'd have to use that system. I did. Here's a bargain here, €2.30 for drinks up there. I'll probably head up there and get a wee drink. €2.30. Newspapers here, feed them as well. Okay. Electronics if you need anything. So, ended up, I had to bite the bullet and get a taxi. Now, the one thing I will say about the taxi, I've got to be honest with you viewers, it cost me €65, right? Which was a nightmare. The bus would have cost me probably €6. It's cost me about over £50 extra to get the damn taxi. My fault. I should have checked the bus more thoroughly. I shouldn't have looked at the timetable. I confused myself with the timetable. This is the gates up here. This is the wee kids' amusement arcade. I don't know what gate I'm going to be at yet, but the furthest gates are right at the end here. So it's not that big an airport. There is gates down the stairs. I think 11 to 18 are down the stairs. There's nothing else up here really apart from a wee luggage shop. I think up there, and they've got a wee cafe on the left hand side. It's actually the Camden one, so if you come here in peak season it's really busy and you can't get seated in any of those restaurants. Much the same as Tenerife Airport, the wee Camden one at the end is probably going to be your best bet to get food because it's always going to be probably pretty empty. We've also got another wee duty free, just a wee mini one here as well. Let's walk back the way to show you the smoking lounge. I'll just show you what it is. I'm not going to go in. I did actually walk in to see what it was like. It's just it's a random side room with like 20 people in it smoking. So I didn't stay about because I don't smoke. Yeah, so anyway, taxi took 45 minutes exactly. I've got to admit, I never do this. I always get the cheapest options, the buses. I did quite enjoy a wee bit of luxury. I just sat there relaxed, no changing buses, no stressing them again to the airport. I'm here in plenty of time. I've already spotted some of the bars and restaurants down here have got TVs with the football on. So if the flight does get delayed, which I hope it doesn't because I'm exhausted, if it does get delayed, I'll get to see some of the Man City Real Madrid game, which I'm actually annoyed at not seeing that. It would have been a good game. But I couldn't book any other flights. Basically, these are the only flights I could get to Glasgow, and they're really late. Edinburgh flights are really late as well, so didn't have any options. Had to book them. So another wee bit of important information, viewers. When you scan your passport, you put your passport down, you scan it, and then you stand there, and the lights at the top flash, and they take a picture of you, and then they give you a ticket, a receipt to give to passport control to get your passport stamped. Don't panic if the machine doesn't take a picture of you. Some of the passport scanning machines don't work. I had to go to 3 machines before they took my picture, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. They just froze, and the lights kept flashing, and eventually I moved to another machine. I felt sorry, there was people in their 80s, you know, in the queue getting their passport scanned, and I just wonder now, flying can be quite stressful for a lot of people, and they need to get all the machines working, but it is quite an efficient airport, I must say that. The food market's quite nice here as well. I'll show you the smoking lounges. I'm not going to go right down to it, but it's basically down towards Burger King, okay? You'll see in the back section here, they've got a wee thing that says smoking lounge, just down there. You just go down a wee ramp to the right, and then the room's just at the back. So basically head straight down there to the right of where those TVs are, and that's where the wee smokers lounge is, and that is Burger King. I don't think I'll end up in Burger King. Probably try one of these other places. So first impressions, LARNACA Airport. It's quite a nice wee airport. Michael Kors over there as well, Ralph Lauren, and the Fashion Avenue. Quite a nice wee airport. Hopefully I'm not going to miss my flight. I'll get some tea, and then I'll head up to the boarding gate as late as possible probably, because if there's any delays I'll be watching the start of the football. We'll wait and see, viewers. It's a nightmare. I'd never about to fight during the Champions League semi-final. I like to watch that, but end of the day Liverpool's not on it, so really I'll go over it. There's French air traffic control striking for a change, so they say that might affect your flight as well. They shut the boarding gate early. Who knows? I don't see anything delayed, I don't think yet, so we'll just need to wait and see, viewers. So that concludes the tour of LARNACA Airport. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for all the support watching the videos. I really appreciate it. You won't see my wee face in this video because I'm carrying my bag, so I can't multitask, because I can only do a couple of things at one time. But thanks a lot. If you're new to the channel, do me a wee favour, but it doesn't cost anything. As I always say, just hit the wee button there that says subscribe. It's absolutely free. If you're on your TV at the bottom left, click the camera icon and say, do you want to subscribe? And you click OK and you say yes, of course I do, because it doesn't cost anything at all. Thanks for your support watching the Cyprus videos. I've really enjoyed doing them. Great to see a different destination. Hopefully I'll be back next year. We'll wait and see how the videos do for yours. I just want to thank every one of you for watching the videos. I really appreciate it, going to different places and supporting the channel. Without you guys I couldn't do these videos, so just thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one, and thanks so much for all the guys who have bought me a wee coffee through buying me a coffee. I'll give a shout out to everybody so far. There's some more people who bought one today. I'll do another wee video back home and the costings of this trip. I'll give you a wee shout out as well. Thank you so much for all your support. It's goodbye from LARNACA Airport. I'm away for a bite to eat. This is not normal for me to be at an airport at this time. I hated missing the bus, but at the same point it is a bit more relaxing being at the airport at the proper time you're supposed to turn up. Thanks viewers, see you in the next one.